Welcome back to Treasures from the Purans, a treasure chest of fascinating stories from the Puran genre of Indian literature. The curated stories in this series are from Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, which I have adapted for this podcast. I'm Valentina Trivedi, bringing you treasures from the Purans. श्रीमद्भागवतं पुण्यं नानाख्यानकवान्वितं द्वैपायनमुखोद्भूतं पञ्चलक्षणसंयुतं शृण्वतां सर्वपापघ्नं शुभदं सुखदं तथा इतिहासमिदं पुण्यं Kirtitam Muni Sattamaha. Anybody who hears this Srimad Bhagavatam, endowed with 5 characteristics and filled with various anecdotes that came out of the mouth of Vyasa, finds all his sins destroyed and attains peace and blessedness. O Munis, this holy history has thus been described to you. In the last episode, you listened to how, in a sudden turn of events, instead of being crowned the king, Ram was exiled to the forest for 14 years, and his father passed away, grieving for him. This had come to pass because of a curse on King Dashrath. Ram, along with his wife Sita and brother Lakshman, was living in the forest in Panchavati. One day, they were visited by the Rakshasi Shurpanakha. Shurpanakha was the sister of Ravan, the mighty king of Lanka. She had become smitten by Ram and requested him to marry her. Ram politely told her that he was already married to Sita and would not take another wife. Rejected, Shurpanakha then approached his younger brother Lakshman, who said that he is only second to Ram and therefore not worthy of her. Infuriated by their dismissals, the humiliated and envious Shurpanakha attacked Sita, but was thwarted by Lakshman, who cut off her nose. Shurpanakha went crying to her cousins, the Rakshasas Khar and Dushan. They were enraged at Shurpanakha's plight and attacked Ram with a posse of demons. The brave Prince Ram killed them all, thus also making the area safer for the Munis who resided in the forest. A wailing Shurpanakha then went to the court of her brother Ravan. Ravan was furious to hear of his sister's plight and the death of his cousins Khar and Dushan. He immediately mounted his chariot and went to the shape-shifter Marich. Expressing his desire to abduct Sita, he sought Marich's help. As per plan, Marich reached Panchavati and, assuming the form of a golden deer, started moving about within Sita's sight. Admiring the golden skin of the deer, Sita requested her husband to bring it for her. Ram, too, as if driven by the wheel of fate, picked up his bow and arrows and went after the deer, asking Lakshman to remain there and look after Sita. Infinitely skilled in magic, Marich, in the form of the golden deer, led Ram far away into the forest, weaving in and out of Ram's view. After a long chase, an angry Ram shot an arrow which found its mark, transforming the deer into Marich. As he lay dying, Marich, wily till his last breath, cried out, "Ha, Lakshman!" in agony, mimicking Ram's voice. The loud voice reached Sita and she was very agitated. "Lakshman," she said, "I fear the worst. Please go quickly." "I cannot leave you alone and go, even if Ram is killed," replied Lakshman. "O Janaki, Ram has ordered me to remain here. I cannot disobey his orders. Moreover, I don't believe anyone can kill Ram. It seems to me that it was a magician who led Ram away." Hearing this, Sita burst into tears. "Oh, Saumitra," she wailed. Saumitra is another name for Lakshman because his mother was Sumitra. "Oh, Saumitra," she wailed, "I know very well that you have accompanied us to the forest on Bharat's orders, and you want to marry me. But let me tell you that even if Sri Ram is killed, I will never accept you as my husband. If he is dead, I too shall die, for I cannot think of a life without him," she said as she sobbed. "Oh, Saumitra, I will not request you any more, but just want to ask you, where has your love and devotion to your elder brother vanished now?" Being thus accused, a pained Lakshman replied, "You are like a mother to me. Why are you uttering such cruel and untrue words? I clearly see that because of such utterances, something evil is about to happen." Then, wiping away his tears of hurt, he left in search of Ram. Soon after Lakshman left, Ravan arrived there in the garb of a bhikshu or monk. Sita mistook him for a real yogi, bowed before him, and offered him forest fruits. "Tam paprachya sa dushtatma namrapurvam mriduswaram kasi padmapalasakshi vane cha kakini priye pita kaste athva moru भ्राता कः कः पतिस्तव मूढे वैकाकिनी चात्र स्थितासि वरवर्णिनी निर्जने विपिने किं त्वं सौधार्हा त्वमसि प्रिये उटजे मुनिपत्नी वद्देव कन्या समप्रभा." The diabolical yogi asked Sita in a humble and gentle tone, "O beautiful one, your eyes are like the lotus or the palash flower. So it seems you are not an ordinary woman. How is it that you are alone in this forest? O fair one, who is your father? Who is your brother? And who is your husband? O exquisite one, how is it that you reside in this forest like an ordinary woman? O charming one, why do you live in this remote forest when your lustrous beauty shines through like that of a celestial being?" Mistaking him to be a genuine yogi, Sita answered, "You must have heard of the great King Dasharath of Ayodhya. He has 4 sons, and the eldest among them, Sri Ram, is my husband. Due to a boon granted to Queen Kaikeyi, Ram has been exiled to this forest. His brother Lakshman accompanied him here too. I am the daughter of King Janak. Ram broke Shiva's bow, thus fulfilling the condition to marry me. It is because of his courageous presence that I reside in this forest fearlessly. He has gone to kill and bring back a golden deer for me. And Lakshman too has gone to look for him just now. Because of the presence of the 2 brothers, I have nothing to fear, even in this forest." "O yogi," continued Sita, "our ashram is in the midst of this terrible forest, which is surrounded by Rakshasas. So how is it that you, an unarmed sannyasi, has been able to come here?" Ravannuvacha Lankeshoham Maralakshi Shriman Mandodaripatihi Tvatkrite tu kritam rupam Mayetham Shobhanakrite. Ravan said, "O askance-looking one, I am the king of Lanka, the husband of Mandodari. It is for you that I have come in the guise of a yogi. Now leave your pauper husband who resides in a forest and choose me instead. O fair one, he continued, I am Ravan, the king of kings, but I am your slave. I bow my head before your lotus feet. Accept me and fulfill my desire. I had asked your father, King Janak, for your hand in marriage, but he said he had pledged that the person who broke Shiva's bow will marry you. I feared to do so, as I am a devotee of Lord Shiva. Therefore I didn't attend your Swayamvar. But I have not stopped thinking of you since. Hearing from my sister that you reside in this forest, I have come here, impelled by my deep fascination for you. Now you must accept me. An agitated and trembling Sita said, O descendant of the family of Pulastya, why are you uttering such sinful words prompted by lust? O 10-headed one, you had better go back to Lanka quickly, otherwise Ram will doubtless kill you. So saying, Sita went towards the hut. In an instant, Ravan resumed his real form and swiftly caught hold of Sita and, dragging her, quickly mounted his chariot and got away, even as a bewildered Sita started wailing and crying out, Ram! Lakshman! Ram! Dear listeners, before I end this episode, I would like to share with you the unusual story of Sita's birth. Ravan, a great devotee of Shiva and the king of Lanka, practiced severe austerities and thus acquired extraordinary powers. He brought the 3 worlds or lokas under him and levied taxes on all. The inhabitants of all the worlds, including the devatas, paid the taxes imposed by Ravan. But when Ravan's messenger asked the ascetics and munis living in the forest to pay up, they said they owned no property. The messenger advised the yogis to give something if they wanted to avoid incurring Ravan's wrath. So the munis slit their thighs and, collecting the blood from their wounds in a jar, gave the jar as tax, saying the jar would cause Ravan's ruin and desolation. On hearing this, Ravan ordered the jar to be buried in King Janak's kingdom far away. Subsequently, it so happened that there was a severe drought in Janak's kingdom and a dire famine was imminent. Pandits told the king that if the king, accompanied by the queen, ploughed a field, it would bring rain. So the king ploughed the field as the queen held his hand. The front end of the plough hit the buried jar. When the jar was opened, Sita emerged from it. King Janak brought her up as his own daughter. When she was growing up, Sita used to lift Shiva's bow with her left hand every day. The bow was kept in the palace. Seeing this, King Janak pledged that whoever broke Shiva's bow would marry Sita